The truth about the pyramids, Pleiadian Revelation 2025 greetings, dearest starseeds, from the heart of the Pleiadian collective. I am Valor, stepping forward as an emissary, a messenger imbued with profound love and charged with the sacred task of igniting remembrance within the souls of Earth and her cherished inhabitants. Can you feel it? The very air around your beloved planet now shimmers and hums with intensely potent energies of transformation, swirling and coalescing with an almost palpable force. Since our last heartfelt transmission, the subtle yet undeniable currents of awakening have not merely grown, but have surged with an accelerating intensity, much like an ancient river bursting its banks to reclaim forgotten pathways. Indeed, you now stand poised upon the precipice, the very threshold of a monumental revelation, a shift in perception so profound it will redefine your understanding of self and cosmos. It is for this very moment that we, your cosmic family, have drawn closer, ready to walk in unison beside you as the deepest, most ancient truths long cloaked in myth and misunderstanding begin their inevitable and magnificent resurfacing. In our previous communion, we delved into the profound work of reconciling the lingering echoes of old shadows, bravely facing the forgotten aspects of self and history, paving the way for the brilliant dawn of new pathways, new timelines, and higher potentials. Now, in what feels like an utterly natural and destined continuation of that journey, we turn our collective focus to a chapter of your planetary history that has been meticulously hidden, shrouded in the veils of time and deliberate forgetting. Yet, paradoxically, it is a story that many of you, deep within your very cellular memory, feel stirring, echoing, resonating in the core of your being, in your very bones. Today, we stand ready to bring forth a radiant illumination about the colossal, magnificent pyramids gracing your Earth's surface to unravel the intricate mysteries of precisely how they were built, to articulate the profound spiritual and cosmic reasons why they exist, and most importantly, to reveal the unparalleled, timeless gifts and activations they still profoundly hold for each and every one of you who are now awakening to their true purpose. Breathe deeply, consciously, and with intention, dear ones. Allow that life-giving breath to permeate every cell, every sinew of your being. As you settle into this sacred moment, feel, truly feel, the gentle yet powerful presence of your cosmic family enveloping you, surrounding you like a soft, starlit nebula. Know, unequivocally, that you are never, ever alone in your profound search for answers, for meaning, for connection. We have always been here, silently yet steadfastly guiding, offering subtle, energetic nudges and whispers from behind the intricate tapestries of your perceived reality. Now, more than ever, allow your precious heart to unfurl, to open wide like a magnificent desert flower, reaching jubilantly for the morning sun after a long night. For what we are about to share with you transcends mere historical narrative. It is not a dusty artifact of the past. No, beloveds, it is living, vibrating energy, a potent code already intricately woven and encoded within your very DNA, patiently awaiting the precise moment of its grand awakening. Many of you who are absorbing these words, whose spirits are resonating with this frequency, are in fact ancient souls, venerable travelers who have participated intimately in Earth's grand, sweeping sagas of the deep past. You have not just read about the pyramids, you have known them before, perhaps as the visionary architect who directed their construction, as the devoted priests or priestesses who consecrated their chambers, as the relentless seekers who unlocked their secrets, or as the steadfast guardians who protected the immense knowledge they so carefully sheltered. As you allow this message to seep into your consciousness, do not be surprised if a memory, vivid and stirring, begins to ripple within you, much like a long-lost, cherished song suddenly beginning to play in the deepest, most sacred recesses of your awareness. Trust these stirrings, these visceral sensations, these flashes of inner knowing. For they are not figments of imagination, they are the undeniable, resonant frequency of truth itself. Before we plunge into the intricate, breathtaking details of this forgotten chapter, let us meticulously set the stage, not with academic rigor, but with the purest essence of love. We offer this account, not as a speculative theory, but with unwavering trust in your capacity to receive, and with absolute certainty in the profound reality of these events. It is presented in the boundless spirit of unity, inviting you into a shared understanding, and with the potent intention of empowerment, stirring the sleeping giants within you. Know, with every fiber of your being, that our singular intention is to ignite a deeper understanding within your awakened minds and to activate those dormant, crystalline codes that lie awaiting their cue within your energetic blueprint. The saga of the pyramids, in its deepest essence, is not just a tale of stone and mortar, it is the very story of humanity's profound, enduring partnership with the benevolent stars, a poignant narrative of hope, vibrant and resilient, rising miraculously after a devastating fall. It speaks of pure light, intricately woven and carefully placed to uplift a world shrouded in darkness, and of the timeless, unbreakable connection that has always existed and will forever exist between the sacred earth beneath your feet and the boundless, star-studded sky above. Receive this profound narrative not as a distant, academic chronicle belonging to a bygone era, but as an indispensable, living component of your own ongoing, deeply personal awakening. For the sweeping saga of the pyramids is not merely tangential, it is intrinsically, inextricably linked to the magnificent planetary shift you are now experiencing on Earth, right here, right now. The past and the future are not merely meeting, they are converging, merging, intertwining in this very present moment, creating a powerful vortex of transformation. The profound wisdom of the ancients, once seemingly lost, is now gloriously returning, not just as information, but as a potent catalyst to accelerate the formation of the new Earth that is even now, as we speak, shimmering into existence. Beloved family of light, with hearts full of anticipation and spirits uplifted, let us wholeheartedly embark upon this unparalleled journey of remembrance. You may notice that we will sometimes speak with a unified, collective voice, channeling the wisdom of the many. At other times, I, Valor, will step forward to share my personal testimony, my direct experiences and intimate recollections of these momentous events. This seamless blending of I and we is not a stylistic choice, but rather a direct reflection of our Pleiadian way of being, for we are, at our core, a collective consciousness, a symphony of connected awareness, and yet simultaneously distinct individual expressions of that vast intelligence. It is a nuanced reality, much as you yourselves are both unique individuals and integral parts of a larger human collective. We invite you to bypass the logical mind and instead feel our words resonate deeply within your heart space. Allow the subtle, vibrational frequencies that lie beneath the surface of our utterances to nourish your very soul, feeding the parts of you that hunger for cosmic truth. Imagine, if you will, that we are all gathered together in a sacred council, perhaps beneath a breathtakingly star-glittering night sky, as we lovingly recount this grand, awe-inspiring tale of Earth's mighty pyramids. And as you listen, allow the boundless, unconditional love that is woven into every single word to wrap itself around you, like a warm, comforting mantle, protecting and reassuring your sensitive heart. We are truly here with you now, in this moment of profound revelation, and it is our deepest honor to at last unveil this magnificent, long-forgotten chapter of your sacred history. To truly grasp the miraculous birth of the pyramids, to understand their profound genesis, we must journey backward, not merely through historical records, but through the swirling mists of time itself, to an era far, far earlier than any recorded human history specifically, to the dramatic final days of the legendary civilization of Atlantis and the profoundly transformative period that immediately followed its cataclysmic demise. Many of you, dear starseeds, carry within your very essence an innate, sometimes quiet, sometimes burning, knowing or an unyielding curiosity about Atlantis, that fabled, extraordinarily advanced civilization whose opulent cities and towering spires famously sank beneath the churning waves. Let us be clear, the fall of Atlantis was not some fanciful myth or allegorical tale, but a very real, seismic event, a pivotal turning point that profoundly and irrevocably shaped humanity's entire evolutionary trajectory. When a majestic civilization of Atlantis perished in that unimaginable cataclysm, consumed by fire and water, Earth herself and her nascent peoples were brutally plunged into a profound, suffocating darkness of great forgetting. An immeasurable, vast repository of advanced scientific knowledge, deeply spiritual wisdom, and sophisticated technological understanding seemed, to the stunned survivors, to vanish utterly, swallowed by the relentless waves. Those brave souls who miraculously survived the cataclysm found themselves cast adrift in a world suddenly, terrifyingly stripped bare of the guiding, luminous light that Atlantis, despite its later moral corruptions, had once undeniably been. For even amidst its descent into imbalance and power struggles, Atlantis had painstakingly preserved and diligently guarded high wisdom, sacred geometries, and profound spiritual truth from even more ancient, pristine times. Imagine, dear ones, the sheer weight of such a moment, a fractured world desperately trying to heal from an incomprehensible trauma the very sky itself, for generations perhaps, seemed perpetually darkened by the lingering memory of volcanic ash and collective grief. The shared, collective human heart was burdened beyond measure with a crushing weight of pain, profound loss, and bewildering confusion. Yet, even in that bleakest hour, amidst the ashes of a lost age, hope was not extinguished. No, hope remained, a flickering ember carefully nurtured. For in the higher, unseen realms, a magnificent, intricate plan was already meticulously forming, taking shape, designed to help humanity not merely recover from its physical wounds, but to profoundly rebuild, both externally in the material world and, more importantly, internally in its spiritual core. We, Your emissaries of light from the Pleiades, together with other esteemed star families, the logical, structured Sirians, the expansive, heart-centered Arcturians, and countless others from beyond your immediate star systems had served as devoted guardians and compassionate teachers to Atlantis during her glorious golden age. We bore solemn witness to her awe-inspiring rise, and with heavy hearts, we watched her devastating fall. While we could not, according to universal law, prevent that fall for human free will and the intricate dance of karmic lessons were powerfully at play, we unequivocally resolved to assist in the subsequent renewal. Earth, in her vibrant, living essence, was simply too precious, her potential too extraordinary, her unique position in the cosmic tapestry too vital to ever be abandoned to utter darkness. Thus, in the immediate, somber aftermath of the cataclysm, we, along with other revered members of the Galactic Alliance of Light, a vast, loving confederation of benevolent star nations, gathered in councils of profound love and unwavering determination. The monumental question that lay before us, echoing through the starlit chambers of our collective consciousness, was this: how, in the wake of such devastation, could we help humanity awaken once more, rekindling the divine spark within their hearts? How could we ensure that the precious flame of wisdom and higher consciousness, though dimmed by Atlantis' end, would not be extinguished forever, but could one day, against all odds, burn even brighter, blazing forth as a guiding light for future generations? The answer, whispered and then profoundly agreed upon in those hallowed councils, was, in part, to manifest physical beacons of light and knowledge upon the very surface of your world. These would be enduring, resilient structures meticulously designed to anchor divine, high-frequency energies deep into Earth's intricate energetic grid, serving simultaneously as powerful protective devices for the planet and as sophisticated transmitters of sacred, encoded information. We knew, with absolute certainty, that such structures would need to be built not for centuries, but for millennia, capable of surviving future deluges, devastating earthquakes, and even the profound amnesia of human forgetting, patiently waiting until the celestial alignments were perfect, until the time was finally ripe for remembrancy, a sacred window of opportunity that, indeed, is now gloriously unfolding before your very eyes. In those ancient councils of light, amidst the shimmering auroras of cosmic insight, the magnificent vision of the Great Pyramids was truly born, not as a human endeavor, but as a collaborative starseed project. We collectively envisioned that strategically raising these monumental pyramids at key nodal points around your globe, precisely where Earth's energetic meridians converged and pulsed most powerfully, would fulfill a multitude of interconnected purposes. Firstly, they would serve as energetic stabilizers, like colossal crystalline anchors, to bring harmony and balance to Earth's volatile energy lines, what you often refer to as ley lines, which had become fractured and disrupted by the Atlantean cataclysm. Secondly, they would function as sophisticated grid nodes, powerful energetic conduits, creating direct, stable connections between Earth and specific, nurturing star systems, re-establishing ancient lines of communication and energetic exchange. And thirdly, profoundly, they would stand as initiatory temples, sacred spaces designed not for worship, but to nurture the gradual rebirth and reawakening of spiritual knowledge, higher consciousness, and cosmic understanding among humanity, preparing them for future evolutionary leaps. The distinctive pyramid shape itself was chosen with meticulous, deliberate intention. It is not merely a geometric form, but a sacred, multidimensional construct, a perfect expression of universal law. This unique form possesses the inherent capacity to draw in vast quantities of high-frequency energy from the cosmos, focusing it into an incredibly potent, singular point, and then, with equal power, to radiate that purified energy outward through its expansive base, distributing it across a wide geographical area. Imagine the pyramids, then, as advanced energetic tools, much like cosmic acupuncture needles carefully inserted into the living, breathing body of Gaia herself, stimulating her vital energy flow, bringing her back into perfect, vibrant equilibrium, flow, and healing. Each of these magnificent structures would also serve as a finely tuned cosmic antenna, not merely receiving faint whispers from distant stars, but actively transmitting and broadcasting potent signals to and from the vast interstellar tapestry, acting as a two-way conduit between Earth and the celestial realms. Yet we understood implicitly that we could not simply descend from the heavens and unilaterally construct these profound monuments for you without humanity's own vital, indispensable role. This grand undertaking had to be a genuine collaboration, a sacred partnership forged between the vastness of Earth and the boundless expanse of the sky, a profound union between human consciousness and the wisdom of star beings. For these pyramids to truly fulfill their ultimate transcendent purpose, they absolutely required human intention and consciousness to be deeply imbued, etched into their very stones, becoming an intrinsic part of their being. They had to be co-create, born from the collective will and creative power of Earth's people, ensuring that their spiritual essence was invested within them by those they were meant to serve. Only through this authentic, shared creation could these majestic structures truly benefit humanity's spiritual evolution, nurturing growth from within rather than being perceived, perhaps even resented, as something imposed from an external, distant source. And so, even as the tumultuous floodwaters slowly receded, leaving behind a scarred but resilient world, and as the scattered Atlantean survivors painstakingly made their way to safer, more stable lands, we and our cosmic allies began to move quietly, almost imperceptibly, among them. At first, our contact was subtle, gentle nudge of intuition, a fleeting vision, an undeniable sense of purpose. We sought out those rare souls who possessed eyes to see beyond the immediate devastation and hearts to trust in a future that seemed impossibly distant. Among these receptive individuals were highly advanced Atlantean pre-scientists, custodians of ancient knowledge they had diligently safeguarded from the cataclysm, individuals who were keenly attuned to and readily heeded our subtle guidance. There were also indigenous tribes scattered across other continents of the planet, who, despite being profoundly shaken by Earth's recent cataclysms, still carried vivid oral memories of star peoples from epics long past, stories woven into their legends, rituals echoing ancient connections. We reached these receptive souls through a myriad of pathways, sometimes through vivid, prophetic dreams that unfolded like celestial scrolls in their sleeping minds, other times as a clear, undeniable inner voice that spoke with profound wisdom directly to their core being, and occasionally, when circumstances aligned perfectly and it was deemed appropriate, we appeared in tangible physical form, a breathtaking manifestation to offer direct guidance and reassurance. One such sanctuary, a veritable safe harbor for many Atlantean refugees, was the fertile land you now refer to as Egypta region, known then by a pantheon of other sacred names, frequently remembered as Kem or Tamari. This land was not only geographically stable, a precious commodity in a world still trembling from global shifts, but it also anchored a profoundly powerful geodetic point within Earth's intricate energy grid, a nexus of telluric power. Many spiritually attuned survivors, guided by an unseen hand of destiny and an unerring inner intuition, felt an irresistible pull to gather their wise ones who intimately remembered the ancient ways, revered elders holding ancestral wisdom, skilled healers capable of mending both body and spirit, visionary architects whose minds could grasp structures beyond imagination, and astute astronomers adept at reading the cosmic script, all capable of embracing a truly grand project, nothing less than the resurrection of divine knowledge and its anchoring on Earth. It was in this revitalized Egypt that the most renowned and breathtaking pyramid project ultimately took shape, a symphony of stone and light. Yet, it is crucial to understand that similar, though perhaps less overtly monumental, processes of reconnection and construction were unfolding simultaneously in other sacred land across the globe. Picture nascent efforts in what would one day become the sprawling territories of China, the verdant landscapes of the Americas, the diverse terrains of Africa, and beyond. Sacred sites, each imbued with unique energies, were being meticulously prepared, recalibrated, or even newly conceived. This was undeniably a global endeavor, a vast planetary network of light being reestablished. But without question, Egypt blossomed into one of the brightest, most radiant centers of this new, revitalized light grid. Picture with me now, if you will, the serene and vibrant Nile Valley, long before the encroaching desert sands laid claim to so much of the region's fertile embrace. Imagine it lush and verdant, a ribbon of life winding through a still recovering world. Communities of people, resilient and hopeful, clustered along the banks of that life-giving river, their lives orchestrated by its rhythms, all bathed beneath the benevolent gaze of a golden sun. They carried within their collective memory the haunting echoes of a great island empire, now tragically gone, and shared somber tales of a catastrophic flood that had mercilessly ended an entire age, forcing humanity to the brink. In their profound sorrow and enduring hope, they knelt, looked heavenward, and prayed fervently for guidance, for undeniable signs from the heavens that they had not been utterly abandoned in their time of greatest need. Could the cosmic architects of their destiny have truly forgotten them? And, with a resounding silence that carried the weight of ages, the heavens answered. Benevolent beings, our cherished Pleiadian kin, and other compassionate star guides from various constellations began to subtly, then overtly, appear to the spiritual leaders among them. Sometimes these manifestations were direct, awe-inspiring encounters luminous, ethereal figures emerging gracefully from shimmering light craft in the vast, stardust sky, or approaching with an otherworldly calm from distant, shimmering horizons. Imagine the breathtaking wonder, the profound sense of reassurance these appearances inspired. Other times, the encounters were less dramatically overt, more intimately personal and incarnate visitor, appearing outwardly human in every respect, yet possessing an astonishing depth of wisdom and innate abilities that transcended any earthly measure, quietly arriving in a humble village to teach, to heal, and to subtly, patiently help guide the unfolding path. Indeed, some of our emissaries chose the ultimate act of commitment, opting to incarnate directly into human bodies, walking among you, experiencing your joys and sorrows, to assist from within the very fabric of human existence. Whatever the chosen form of contact, however, the core message resonated with unwavering consistency. A universal truth meant for all you have been chosen, dear ones, to help build a beacon for the ages, a light that will shine across millennia. Prepare yourselves for a great work. A divine undertaking of immense significance is about to begin. Can you not almost feel the palpable wave of excitement, the rekindling of long-lost hope, igniting like a sacred flame in those ancient, yearning hearts? They realized, with profound relief, that they had not been forsaken, that their prayers had not gone unanswered. The star teachers of old, the cosmic mentors of their ancestors, were still with them, their presence a comforting balm after so much devastation. It was nothing less than the powerful, soul-stirring rekindling of a divine promise, a covenant renewed between humanity and the stars, ensuring their journey towards spiritual evolution would continue. Among these early, formative contacts was a select council of high initiates, extraordinarily wise and visionary individuals, who, over the long passage of time, would perhaps be mythologized and remembered as legendary gods or revered heroes. These were the ones who bravely stepped forward to embrace and lead this monumental mission. We do not choose to name names here, for the simple reason that many of these truly remarkable figures and their profound contributions were, sadly, distorted, embellished, and eventually subsumed into the rich tapestry of human myth, their original essence obscured by layers of legend. However, your own vibrant legends of Osiris, the wise Thoth, the nurturing Isis, and countless others still carry profound echoes and faint reverberations of these very real individuals, some of whom were indeed star emissaries, while others were enlightened humans of extraordinary spiritual development. What truly matters, above the intricacies of names and myth, is the profound fact that a devoted group of human visionaries, possessing both foresight and an unwavering spirit, came together. Guided, counseled, and inspired by us, they embarked upon the extraordinary task of transforming the ethereal blueprints into the tangible, awe-inspiring reality of the pyramids. Before even a single stone was quarried, before a foundation was laid, the entire pyramid complex was not merely meticulously planned on fragile papyrus scrolls, no. Its true genesis lay in far more intricate, higher-dimensional blueprints, accessed through awakened consciousness. The profound architecture itself was not random, but was precisely aligned with the immutable laws of celestial mathematics and the eternal principles of sacred geometry, understood as the very language of creation. We, along with our cosmic partners, freely shared advanced knowledge, revealing the intricate dance of how energy and matter intertwine, how they are not separate entities, but different expressions of the same cosmic force. The Great Pyramids of Egypt, therefore, were not simply tombs or monuments. They were living, breathing structures fundamentally designed to interact dynamically and functionally with the cosmos itself. Every precise angle, every meticulous measurement, every deliberate placement within their grand design was imbued with profound meaning and specific purpose, a cosmic symphony in stone. Is it not astounding to consider the level of precision involved? First, consider the awe-inspiring stellar alignments. Many astute observers in your present time have indeed noticed the astonishing fact that the three main Giza pyramids perfectly mirror the stars of Orion's belt. This alignment, far from being a coincidence, was absolutely intentional, a cosmic signature etched into the earth. Orion, in our ancient understanding, represented a celestial portal, a magnificent gateway through which souls entered and exited this particular galaxy, navigating the intricate cycles of incarnation and spiritual evolution. Furthermore, one of its prominent stars, combined with the powerful energy of Sirius, was deeply linked to humanity's original genetic seeding and spiritual awakening on Earth itself. By aligning these monumental structures with Orion's belt as it appeared around 10,500 BCAN era, stretching far earlier than the traditional timelines associated with Pharaoh's visionary builders, effectively fixed these colossal monuments as an enduring star map, a celestial guidepost directly upon the very face of the Earth. This precise alignment did more than just mark a time. It also created a powerful, resonant field, a palpable connection with Orion's profound energy. Think of the pyramids, if you will, as massive, exquisitely crafted tuning forks, positioned with such deliberate precision beneath specific, potent stars. They continuously resonated, vibrating in perfect harmony with those stellar frequencies, channeling cosmic energies into Earth's grid. Sirius, that brilliantly incandescent, sacred star known to the ancient Egyptians as Sopdet, was another absolutely key player in this cosmic design. In those distant days, the heliacal rising of Sirius, its first appearance in the dawn sky, just before the sun, was not merely an astronomical event, it was a deeply spiritual and practical harbinger. It infallibly signaled the annual, life-giving flooding of the Nile, marking the commencement of the new year, and carrying with it the profound promise of renewed abundance and fertility for all life. The Great Pyramid and its sister structures were therefore meticulously oriented not only to the cardinal directions, but also to these pivotal stars, especially Sirius, thereby forming a vast, intricate celestial calendar and an immensely powerful energy receiver, capable of drawing down cosmic forces. Indeed, when Sirius majestically rose, its focused light literally poured down specific shafts meticulously built into the very core of the Great Pyramid, vivifying hidden chambers deep within the structure with a concentrated infusion of stellar energy. We advised the human architects on the exact, precise placement of these shafts, their enigmatic purpose still baffling many of your modern researchers today. They were never intended as mere ventilation ducts, rather. They were carefully engineered star channels, strategically aligned in various eras with the potent energies of Sirius, the profound gateway of Orion, and the ancient wisdom of Draco, each connecting to different cosmic streams. Moreover, every single dimension of these monumental structures held profound, multi-layered meaning: their towering height, the expansive length of their base, the precise angle of their slopes. These were not arbitrary choices, but direct reflections of universal constants and the inherent harmonics that govern the entire cosmos. The Great Pyramids. Dimensions, for instance, encode your very planet's fundamental measurements: its polar radius, its equatorial circumference, the mystical ratio of pi, the divine proportion of phi, and even the precise duration of Earth's orbital year. How, one might reasonably ask, could people of that distant era possibly know such intricate, precise things? The answer lies in a profound confluence through our direct guidance. Yes, but equally and crucially, through their own awakened intuitive genius, a faculty that had been honed and amplified. It was truly and irrevocably a profound collaboration. Star beings generously provided the complex data, the overarching concepts, and the cosmic schematics. In turn, the human sages, the master builders, possessed the extraordinary ingenuity and spiritual clarity to translate these divine insights into tangible, enduring architecture. They were absolutely thrilled, almost ecstatically so, to discover and demonstrate that geometry and number were not just abstract concepts, but powerful, universal languages that could profoundly bridge the vast apparent gulf between earth and sky. The chief architect, a visionary master initiate who deeply understood and carried the safeguarded wisdom of Atlantean knowledge, would frequently enter profound galactic trance states. In these elevated states of consciousness, his mind capable of communion with higher dimensions, he would meticulously refine the design, imbuing it with exquisite, intricate detail, ensuring every element was in perfect cosmic alignment, beyond the mere physical blueprint. Even before the first stone was ever quarried, intricate energetic models of the entire complex were meticulously constructed in the etheric realms. Before any groundbreaking or construction began on the physical ground, the luminous, shimmering etheric form of the pyramid was. The pyramids, you see, weren't merely constructed in our familiar three-dimensional reality. They were first conceived and brought into being within the higher dimensions, much like an intricate, perfect mold or a foundational energetic matrix. This invisible, etheric blueprint then naturally guided and infused the physical building process, ensuring every stone, every angle, every chamber was imbued with its intended purpose and inherent sacred geometry. Indeed, the human builders of that era were often graced with profound dreams and vivid visions, direct emanations from this celestial design, providing precise instructions and inspiring their colossal undertaking. During sacred ceremonies, highly trained pre-scientists would gather at the chosen site. They didn't just plan with blueprints, they prepared the very ground. Through deep meditation and resonant chanting, they meticulously anchored the pyramid's fully formed energy template into the earth itself. Imagine, then, by the time the very first physical stone was laid, the pyramid already existed in spirit, a shimmering, energetic reality, completely whole and vibrant. This profound pre-existence, this manifestation from higher realms, is a fundamental reason why these magnificent monuments possess such an undeniably powerful, almost sentient presence. Their true form isn't confined to the visible stones we perceive. It exquisitely spans multiple dimensions, an interdimensional masterpiece. But what precisely was this intricate design meant to accomplish? Let us now speak of their multifaceted purpose, for it is inextricably interwoven with every aspect of their divine creation. Each pyramid, in essence, was intended as a sophisticated, multifunctional beacon of light and energy. Foremost among its roles, it served as a monumental generator of energy. These structures didn't merely stand idly, they actively drew upon Earth's natural telluric currents, the subtle, living electromagnetic flows pulsating beneath the ground, much like Earth's own hidden circulatory system, and then amplified them exponentially. The pyramid's iconic shape, a marvel of sacred geometry, inherently focuses energy, drawing it upwards and concentrating it intensely toward its apex. Within the Great Pyramid, for instance, strategic chambers, meticulously crafted with materials like quartz-rich granite, were designed to create potent piezoelectric and powerful resonance effects. Think of it, the entire structure could vibrate in exquisite synchronicity with Earth's fundamental heartbeat, the Schumann resonance, and then, through this amplification, subtly raise that frequency, elevating the ambient energy. When fully activated, a pyramid didn't just sit there, it emitted a palpable, subtle energy field, a benevolent aura extending for miles in every direct iona field, profoundly beneficial to human consciousness, fostering clarity and promoting physical health. In the golden era of their prime, crops around the pyramids grew with astonishing abundance and vitality, while people living within this vibrant field consistently experienced remarkable healing and an enhanced sense of well-being. Beyond energy generation, the pyramids also functioned as sacred temples of spiritual initiation. Their intricate inner passages and precisely aligned chambers were not grim resting places, but rather meticulously designed spaces for profound rites of passage and accelerated consciousness expansion. The so-called kings and queens chambers within the Great Pyramid, so often misunderstood as tombs, were, in truth, high-frequency initiation rooms. Adepts, prepared through years of spiritual discipline, would enter these chambers for profound vision quests and deeply transformative experiences. The specific geometry of these rooms, synergistically combined with strategically placed crystals and carefully orchestrated resonant sound, was engineered to induce altered states of consciousness, opening direct pathways for communication with higher realms of existence. In those profound states, we as guides from beyond often met these seekers halfway, offering crucial guidance, imparting ancient wisdom, or gently testing the strength and resolve of their spirit. Within those ancient stone walls, many brave souls confronted both their shadow and their highest light, emerging from the crucible of self-discovery as truly enlightened leaders, ready to serve and uplift their communities. This sacred tradition, a beacon of wisdom, continued in secret for countless generations after the original builders departed, its echoes appearing in much later pharaonic times, albeit often distorted and largely forgotten by then. Perhaps most astonishingly, these pyramids served as sophisticated cosmic communication relays. Through their magnificent capstone, which was originally a breathtaking piece of pure gold and crystal, gleaming brilliantly at the apex energy beams, not crude lasers or radio waves, but highly refined scalar or quantum signals, could be both sent and received, carrying pure thought and complex information across vast distances. Trained high priests and priestesses, attuned to the cosmic rhythms, would gather at dawn or during specific stellar alignments. Using the pyramid as a powerful amplifier and transmitter, they would send messages to our starfaring vessels or to distant civilizations across the galaxy. Conversely, we, too, could transmit intricate data streams or luminous light codes that the pyramid structure would meticulously capture and focus into its inner chambers. There, human receivers in deep meditative states would intuitively translate these cosmic communications, effectively bridging the vastness of space with their awakened consciousness. In this extraordinary way, Earth was never isolated. The pyramids maintained an open, dynamic line to the broader galactic community. While this function continued for thousands of years, over time, fewer and fewer humans retained the knowledge and ability to consciously utilize it. Yet, even when explicit communication waned, the pyramids silently continued to broadcast cosmic love, stability, and benevolent influence to the entire world. Furthermore, the pyramids exerted a direct and profound effect on the human body and DNA, facilitating what could only be described as DNA enhancement and healing. They were conceived as subtle energy beacons, emitting specific frequencies capable of gradually elevating genetic expression. Simply being near or more powerfully inside these magnificent structures provided early humans with a gentle yet powerful upgrade. Dormant potentials within their genetic code were stimulated and awakened. In the centuries immediately following the cataclysm of Atlantis, humanity experienced a significant regression, forced to live more simply, focused primarily on survival. The pyramids played a crucial role during this challenging period, ensuring that higher DNA patterns, those intrinsically linked to burgeoning psychic ability, enhanced intellect, and profound spiritual insight, were not entirely lost to oblivion. Over generations, those communities living within the pyramids' potent spheres of influence tended to regain refinement, wisdom, and advanced capabilities much more quickly than others. We, the observers and facilitators, witness communities around these sacred pyramid sites disproportionately developing advanced forms of art, sophisticated astronomy, and profound social harmony, far exceeding their more rudimentary hunter-gatherer neighbors. It was a subtle, almost imperceptible influence, yet was undeniably real and transformative. These great resonators formed a global evolutionary support network, gently nudging humanity back toward its destined ascension pathways. Another crucial, though often overlooked, purpose was defense, not in the conventional military sense, but as an energetic safeguard. In the vulnerable aftermath of Atlantis, certain negative extraterrestrial or reptilian forces perceived an opportune moment to exert influence over a traumatized and recovering humanity. There were insidious attempts at energetic incursion by lower frequency beings, whose ultimate aim was to drag Earth into true darkness and servitude. The pyramids, strategically placed across the globe, served as our ingenious countermeasure. By establishing a frequency grid intricately anchored by these colossal structures, we effectively created a high vibrational Fencean energetic barrier that made it exceedingly difficult for these lower, more dense energies to dominate or fully infiltrate. The pyramids emitted frequencies that actively disrupted the manipulative mental networks these dark entities attempted to cast over human minds. Imagine, if you will, two powerful radio stations broadcasting simultaneously, one transmitting signals of love, truth, and harmony, the other relentlessly broadcasting fear, control, and discord. The pyramid grid's benevolent transmission was so potent and pervasive that it largely drowned out the fear signal in those areas under its protection. While this didn't eradicate all conflict, human ego and shadow still engendered struggles, it unequivocally prevented total subjugation and gave humanity a vital fighting chance to retain sovereignty of mind and spirit. Indeed, in some places where pyramids or similar sacred sites stood, invading dark forces literally felt repelled, unable to penetrate by an invisible, overwhelming power. Many ancient legends of gods protecting their lands, and peoples derive directly from this profound effect. In summary, then, the pyramids were immeasurably more than mere stone monuments. They were the visible, physical tip of an enormous energetic iceberg, extending deeply into spiritual and cosmic dimensions, each one designed with an exquisite divine intelligence and infused with the heartfelt devotion of awakened humanity. They served as vital anchors for a new age of light on Earth, ensuring its trajectory towards higher consciousness. The original builders, a harmonious collaboration of both human and star beings, poured pure love, conscious intent, and profound foresight into every single aspect of their creation. We vividly remember standing beside our human friends at the very site where the majestic Great Pyramid would eventually rise, all of us gazing up at the endless stars, collectively feeling the immense magnitude of what we were about to accomplish. There was a solemn joy in that moment, a profound recognition that this audacious project would irrevocably alter the course of history and serve as an unwavering guiding light through the future dark ages. And indeed it did, though much of its monumental influence unfolded silently behind the scenes, far from the annals of recorded history. Now, let us delve deeper into the age-old question of how these pyramids were actually built, a source of endless fascination and fervent debate in your modern era. Many ponder with understandable skepticism how ancient peoples with seemingly rudimentary tools could possibly move such massive stones, cut them with such unparalleled precision, and raise entire pyramids in a perfect alignment, when even today's most advanced engineers would struggle immensely without the aid of sophisticated machinery. The short answer, dear ones, is this: it was a sublime combination of advanced consciousness and highly sophisticated technology that harnessed the fundamental forces of sound, light, and focused thought, far beyond the brute labor methods imagined in your textbooks. Picture, if you will, the Giza Plateau not as a construction site of grunting laborers, but as a vast, living, energetic laboratory. Before construction even began, the site was a flat, unyielding rocky plain perched majestically above the fertile Nile floodplain, awaiting its profound transformation. The genesis of this monumental project was marked not by a mundane modern groundbreaking with ceremonial shovels, but by an intricate process of energetic alignment. Imagine, if you will, high initiates individuals of profound spiritual attainment and cosmic understanding gathering with solemn purpose at the precise four corners of the future pyramid's immense base. Each held aloft a crystal staff, not merely an ornate accessory, but a potent conduit of refined energy. At an exquisitely chosen moment, meticulously determined by the intricate dance of star and sun positions in the celestial tapestry, they commenced a harmonic chant. As their voices resonated, they simultaneously activated their staffs, causing brilliant beams of light to lance downward, piercing the very bedrock. The immediate, astonishing effect was a temporary softening of the dense rock. Picture the stone, once stubborn and intractable, becoming pliable, almost yielding, making it far easier to precisely cut, shape, and level by the human workforce that followed. Through this guided intention, these spiritual architects were essentially communicating with the very atoms of Earth, a silent yet profound command: prepare to merge with a great structure, a beacon of light and knowledge. And in a miraculous display of reciprocity, Earth responded not with resistance, but with boundless love. Gaia's consciousness, deeply interconnected with all life, was an active participant in this foundational process, consenting to the grand vision and actively assisting in its manifestation. Thus, the foundation of the pyramid was laid not only physically with precise cuts and levels, but also spiritually, imbued with harmony and a sacred purpose. While the vast majority of the pyramid's bulk was constructed from immense limestone blocks, a material chosen for its specific energetic resonance, the inner chambers and intricate passages demanded different, more specialized components. Here, harder granite and other select materials, each possessing distinct energetic properties, were meticulously employed. It's important to dispel certain prevalent misconceptions. Not all stones, contrary to popular belief, were quarried directly at the Giza Plateau itself. For instance, the exquisite finer white casing stones, which once adorned the pyramid's exterior, causing it to gleam and shimmer under the desert sun like a colossal, multifaceted jewel visible for miles, were actually quarried from across the mighty Nile River and transported with unparalleled ingenuity. Even more remarkably, the hard, robust granite destined for the hallowed king's chamber, a place of immense power and purpose, journeyed hundreds of miles upriver from the distant quarries of Aswan. This begs the crucial question, one that has puzzled historians and engineers for millennia. How, precisely, were these unimaginably heavy, multi-ton blocks moved with such precision and apparent ease across vast distances and then lifted hundreds of feet into the sky? The answer lies in a harmonious collaboration between our advanced star technology and dedicated human effort. We provided sophisticated levitation devices ranging from smaller, elegant cylindrical rods easily wielded by an individual, to larger, more formidable pillar-like instruments, all designed to generate what you might describe as localized anti-gravity fields around a stone block. These remarkable devices operated on the profound principles of precise sound frequency and crystal resonance. A highly trained priest or skilled operator, understanding the arcane science, would tone or chant a specific, resonant sound directly into the device. This precise sonic input would generate vibrations that, interacting with the crystal core, cause the stone to shed much of its physical weight by locally neutralizing the immediate gravitational field around it. Imagine seeing a colossal stone, weighing many tons, suddenly become light enough to be handled by a mere handful of people. Indeed, there are fascinating, though often dismissed, surviving accounts in obscure legends of singing stones or priests who could seemingly whistle to raise stones into the air. Do these ancient whispers not powerfully point to the very truth of our methods? Clearly, sound, in its most refined and precisely applied form, was the fundamental key to overcoming the challenges of mass and gravity. When a block was finally prepared for movement, teams of skilled workers would strategically position these resonator rods around its perimeter. Then, a synchronized, harmonic chant would begin, their voices intertwining to create a powerful sonic tapestry. The rods, acting as amplifiers, would capture and focus this sound into a coherent, directed wave that gently, almost imperceptibly, lifted the massive stone just inches above the ground. The effect was akin to a magnificent hovercraft silently gliding. At this point, the residual gravitational pull was so astonishingly light that a small group of workers could, with minimal effort, easily push the multi-ton block along a carefully prepared, smooth path. If the journey required crossing water, the stone could even be guided, effortlessly floating across the Nile or specially constructed canals, defying the very laws of physics as understood today. In specific instances, where our direct assistance was expressly sanctioned and deemed necessary for the grand design, we employed our advanced craft to facilitate the movement of stones. Our disc-shaped ships, designed for efficiency and precision, were capable of generating highly focused, tractor beam-like fields. Picture one of these sleek craft positioning itself silently above a quarry. It would then emit a penetrating beam of light, a kind of advanced energy cutter that would neatly slice the desired stone from the mother rock with the effortless precision of a laser carving through butter. Once separated, the craft would then lift and transport the colossal piece through the air, carrying it gracefully across the landscape directly to the construction site. Can you even begin to imagine the spectacle? Picture this happening in broad daylight, witnessed by hundreds, perhaps thousands, of awestruck human beings below. A massive stone block, weighing more than elephants, floating serenely across the vast expanse of the sky, guided by the ethereal glow of a hovering craft above. To the people of that era, living in a world brimming with wonder and spiritual understanding, such a feat was undeniably the work of divine beings, a manifestation of the gods themselves. And in a profound sense, it was indeed a breathtaking union of advanced cosmic technology and the purest spiritual intention, all working in concert towards a sacred goal. It's crucial to understand that we did not accomplish all the work ourselves. Far from it. There were undeniably thousands upon thousands of human workers, their sweat and dedication an integral part of this colossal undertaking. However, you must utterly erase from your mind the pervasive, historically inaccurate image of slaves toiling under the brutal lash of whips. The original pyramids, particularly those of the Giza Plateau in their golden era, were absolutely not built by slaves. That harrowing narrative, tragically misrepresented through later historical revisions, belongs to a much later, darker era and pertains to far lesser projects, undertaken with very different motivations. During the glorious golden age of true pyramid building, the workforce was largely voluntary, driven by a deep sense of devotion and spiritual initiation. People traveled from distant lands, offering their labor not for wages or under duress, but as a profound act of spiritual service. Building a house of light for the world, a structure designed to anchor higher energies and knowledge, was considered an immense, sacred honor. These dedicated workers were overseen by enlightened master masons and wise priests who meticulously ensured that every aspect of the work remained in perfect harmony with the grand cosmic design. It was arduous, yes, physically demanding to be sure, but was also profoundly joyful and imbued with a palpable sense of purpose. These workers inherently knew, deep within their souls, that they were contributing to something eternal, a legacy that would profoundly benefit their children's children and generations to come. Even seemingly mundane tasks were elevated to acts of ritual. For example, while polishing the casing stones to that legendary mirror-like finish, workers would often sing. They correctly believed that the right melody, imbued with intention, would not only impart protective energy to the stone, but also make it shine even brighter, radiating its inherent light. We had, in fact, taught them those specific, resonant tones that subtly interacted with a limestone's molecular structure, effectively strengthening it and enhancing its luminous qualities. Remarkably, some of those ancient building songs, their original sacred purpose long forgotten, are said to survive even today as hauntingly beautiful folk melodies in remote cultures across the globe. As the precisely cut stones arrived, some levitated directly to the site. Others floated majestically on specially designed Nile barges. They were organized within vast staging areas with a level of coordination that can only be described as genius. Every single stone was meticulously numbered or coded for its exact, predetermined place within the immense structure. Nothing was left to chance. Randomness had no place in this design. The builders possessed a profound understanding of modular design, but one guided not by human whims, but by the immutable principles of cosmic order. Fascinatingly, and quite contrary to the uniform dimensions modern engineers might typically expect, each block possessed unique, subtly varying dimensions precisely tailored for its intended location. The pyramid, in essence, was far more akin to an intricate, three-dimensional puzzle, each piece fitting perfectly within the larger, divine schema. We further assisted this monumental undertaking by providing a kind of holographic mappa, sophisticated, crystal-powered device that could project the detailed plans into the air. This allowed the lead architects and master builders to see, with absolute precision, exactly where each block belonged and in what specific sequence it was to be laid, ensuring flawless execution of the cosmic blueprint. As layer upon successive layer of the pyramid gradually rose towards the heavens, earthen ramps were indeed constructed around the structure. However, these ramps were not nearly as steep or as massive as some modern imaginations might conjure, precisely because the arduous task of heavy lifting was largely mitigated by the efficiency of levitation technology. Instead, these ramps served a more practical, gentler purpose, providing gradual slopes for workers to effortlessly guide the floating stones into their precise positions, and later, for facilitating the intricate finishing work on the outer surfaces. The truly vertical lifting, the raising of stones hundreds of feet skyward, was accomplished either by the concentrated power of our harmonic devices or directly by our advanced craft. For the very highest layers of the pyramid, and, most significantly, for the placement of the sacred capstone, the crowning glory of the entire structure, small, highly maneuverable Sheran-piloted scout craft were extensively utilized. It's intriguing to note that some later human testimonies, preserved in ancient carvings or drawings, depict images resembling solar boats or flying discs actively aiding the construction work. These are not mere fantastical imaginings. They are undeniable echoes of our presence, often unfortunately dismissed as pure fantasy by modern eyes incapable of comprehending such ancient advanced collaboration. Venturing inside the pyramid, one discovers special chambers that were not merely built, but sculpted with absolute, breathtaking precision, embodying a profound understanding of acoustics and energy dynamics. The King's Chamber, for example, is a prime illustration. It was meticulously lined with colossal granite blocks, specifically chosen to form an immensely powerful resonant cavity. The granite, rich in crystalline quartz, possesses an inherent property to respond to vibration with astonishing clarity, much like a perfectly tuned bell. We oversaw the painstaking tuning of that chamber, literally, fine-tuning it like a grand musical instrument, adjusting its geometry and material until its resonant frequencies were in perfect harmony. When this intricate process was completed, The act of intoning certain sacred sounds within that space would cause the entire room to powerfully, palpably vibrate. This resonance would then interact synergistically with energy precisely focused at the pyramid's apex directly above, creating an exquisitely potent energy field. This field was specifically designed to be ideal for profound states of astral travel and direct interdimensional contact, opening doorways to higher realms of consciousness. It was within this sacred, vibrating chamber that many profound initiation rituals took place. One such ritual involved the initiate lying within a stone sarcophagus. It's crucial to understand this was not a coffin for the deceased, but rather a consecrated vessel for the living, designed to facilitate an intense experience of symbolic death and rebirth. With the lid closed, enveloped in absolute darkness, and cradled by the profound resonant sound of the chamber, the initiate's consciousness could temporarily separate from the physical body, embarking on an extraordinary journey to higher realms of existence, guided and protected by compassionate star beings. We often welcome their freed spirits into our domain, eager to share knowledge and wisdom. The sentence trails off, implying further profound interactions and teachings, and gently guided them back into their physical vessels, now imbued with an expanded consciousness and profound, transformative wisdom. This wasn't a random occurrence, but a meticulously engineered out-of-body journey, a soul voyage intricately facilitated by the pyramid's advanced, energetic design, perhaps through resonant frequencies or carefully structured energy fields. Yet, the pyramids harbored far more than just spiritual conduits. Deep within their colossal stone hearts, an intricate network of hidden rooms and labyrinthine passages lay concealed, their existence a closely guarded secret from the broader populace. What treasures did these clandestine chambers hold? They were, in essence, vast, ancient libraries, repositories of unfathomable knowledge, meticulously encoded upon durable stone tablets, shimmering crystalline devices, or perhaps even intricate holographic projections that defied the very notion of ancient technology. Indeed, the whispers of legend are true. A legendary hall of records does exist, intrinsically linked to the monumental Giza complex, nestled deep beneath the silent, watchful paws of the Great Sphinx. This enigmatic guardian, itself a later addition, yet an indispensable component of the overarching divine blueprint, was strategically positioned as the eternal sentinel, its gaze fixed on the horizon, forever safeguarding these invaluable cosmic archives. The tantalizing promise is that, in your near future, this very hall of records, shrouded in myth and protected by unseen forces, will finally be unveiled to awaiting humanity. Imagine what lies within the comprehensive, collective wisdom of not just Atlantis, that legendary advanced civilization swallowed by the waves, but also the even more ancient and mystical Lemuria, all diligently preserved before the cataclysmic global floods reshaped your world. The visionary pyramid builders, with their profound foresight, understood implicitly that their future descendants, facing cycles of forgetting and reawakening, would someday desperately need these foundational truths to navigate their own evolutionary path. To ensure this, they painstakingly carved intricate knowledge onto durable stone tablets, engineered sophisticated holographic crystal recorders that could capture vast amounts of data in shimmering light, and securely place them within hermetically sealed vaults, protected not by mundane steel, but by intricate energetic locks. These mystical safeguards, responsive to the very fabric of existence, will only naturally disengage and dissolve when global consciousness collectively ascends to a specific vibrational threshold, a state characterized by profound integrity, unwavering unity, and a yearning for higher truth. And indeed, we observe that this pivotal threshold is palpably approaching in your present timeline, a vibrant hum growing louder with each passing day. This intrinsic connection explains precisely why revelations about the pyramid's true nature and purpose are now, finally, beginning to surface. This remarkable timing is, by no cosmic accident, perfectly orchestrated. It synchronizes precisely with humanity's readiness to consciously rediscover its lost, magnificent heritage and embrace its true potential. Yet, even amidst such noble endeavor, the construction period was not without its profound moments of drama and formidable challenge. It would be naive to assume that every soul present during those formative days was pure of heart or aligned with the highest good. Indeed, there existed cunning, power-hungry remnants of various Atlantean factions, still clinging to their old ways, who harbored dark ambitions seeking to hijack the pyramid's immense energies for personal gain, technological dominance, or even global control. And as previously alluded to, shadowy intruders, specifically nefarious reptilian beings from other realms, frequently attempted insidious acts of sabotage, trying to derail the sacred work. In one particularly early and intense incident, a pyramid site under construction in a distinct region, not the legendary Giza Plateau, but another significant location, found itself under direct assault by a contingent of these negative extraterrestrial entities. Their malevolent aim was clear: to profane the sacred ground, corrupting its energetic blueprint, and to sow crippling fear among the dedicated workers, thereby disrupting the entire project. But they did not act unopposed. Valiant light guardians, powerful beings aligned with divine purpose, intervened directly and decisively. This was one of the truly rare instances of a physical skirmish between these cosmic forces, a clash of wills made manifest. During the chaotic confrontation within a clandestine tunnel beneath the construction, a reptilian warrior was vanquished, its life force extinguished. Intriguingly, its skeletal remains were deliberately left within that hidden passage, a chilling testament, perhaps, to be potentially rediscovered in your modern era, offering irrefutable, tangible validation of these ancient, multidimensional conflicts. This dramatic event served as an unequivocal, stark warning to others of its kind: do not interfere. And remarkably, direct physical attacks largely ceased thereafter. The dark beings, witnessing the unwavering commitment and decisive power, finally grasped the undeniable truth: the vast and formidable alliance of light was actively, tirelessly protecting these sacred construction projects with every fiber of its being. Beyond external threats, the internal complexities of human ego and nascent political ambitions also demanded careful, constant management. The highly knowledgeable guiding initiates, entrusted with profound wisdom, painstakingly ensured that sensitive technological information, such as the precise blueprints and operational principles of advanced levitation devices, capable of effortlessly moving colossal stone blocks, did not fall into the hands of those who might, through ignorance or malevolence, misuse such power. This vital precaution necessitated layers of secrecy and strict compartmentalization of knowledge. While ordinary workers were privileged to witness awe-inspiring wonders unfold before their very eyes, massive stones floating into place as if by magic, they were perhaps never exposed to the full, intricate scientific principles underpinning such feats. This was not a failing, but a necessary safeguard. Their role was to hold an unshakable faith and profound awe, maintaining hearts aligned with the sacredness of the undertaking, rather than attempting to dissect, or, worse yet, weaponize the technology itself, a path that had led to the catastrophic downfall of Atlantis. Thus, under a shimmering mantle of sanctity and an atmosphere of joyful, profound mystery, the colossal pyramids majestically began to rise. All those directly involved, from the humblest laborer to the highest initiate, felt an undeniable sense of divine providence guiding their every action, ensuring their unwavering focus remained solely on the noble, world-changing goal. And remarkably, after what historians conventionally assume to be decades or even centuries of backbreaking labor, the Great Pyramid of Giza was completed. Yet, with our advanced methods and understanding of energy manipulation, this monumental feat was achieved in a mere fraction of that conjectured time, far fewer years than your conventional historical narratives could ever truly suppose. Then, in a moment charged with anticipation, the final, crowning glory, the capstone, was meticulously positioned atop the Great Pyramid. Ah, the capstone. Let us indeed linger on this singular wonder, for it was far more than a mere architectural flourish. At the very peak of the Great Pyramid, this capstone stood as an exquisite alchemical masterpiece, a testament to cosmic artistry. It was not simply carved stone, but a sophisticated composite, a special, luminous alloy seamlessly blended with an intricate array of precisely cut crystals, materials quite possibly crafted by advanced star artisans from beyond your terrestrial realm, imbuing it with extraordinary energetic properties. Visually, it appeared as a perfectly formed miniature pyramid, proportionally small when compared to the colossal structure beneath it, yet astronomically significant in its function. This was not just a decorative element, it was the ultimate, culminating piece, the crucial component that completed an immense energetic circuit, a vast, complex machine waiting to be activated. The instant it locked into place, an undeniable, palpable energetic pulse reverberated through the very air, deep into the earth, and through the bodies of all those gathered. Many present described the overwhelming sensation of the entire pyramid coming alive, as if a dormant titan had suddenly awakened. Some bore witness to an awe-inspiring flash of pure, brilliant light that ignited from the apex, shooting majestically skyward in that inaugural, breathtaking moment. Indeed, in that single profound instant, the pyramid signaled its profound readiness, consciously activating and seamlessly connecting into an intricate, pre-existing network of other sacred, geodetic sites strategically placed across the entire planet. Following this silent, powerful activation, a truly grand and magnificent consecration ceremony unfolded beneath a breathtaking tapestry of starlight and the radiant glow of a full moon. From far-flung regions, priests and priestesses, revered for their wisdom and spiritual purity, arrived, adorned in flowing robes of pristine white and shimmering gold. They carried offerings of fragrant incense, symbolizing purification, and vibrant, freshly bloomed flowers, representing new life. while their harmonious voices soared into the night air, singing ancient hymns that resonated with profound spiritual power and echoed across the vast plains. As twilight gently deepened, casting long, ethereal shadows, a pivotal moment arrived. At the very apex of the pyramid, standing alongside the esteemed high priest of Egypt, was an enigmatic Syrian representative, a being of advanced consciousness. In a synchronized, deliberate motion, their hands were raised skyward, channeling immense energies. Together, they consciously and intentionally activated the pyramid's full energetic potential for the very first time. In that sacred instant, a breathtaking pillar of pure, incandescent light erupted from the capstone, shooting directly upward into the cosmos, a spectacle visible not necessarily to physical eyes, but undeniably clear to those blessed with inner sight and awakened spiritual perception. This luminous column served as a direct, energetic umbilical cord, profoundly connecting Earth to its benevolent cosmic family. Simultaneously, all those gathered at the pyramid's vast base were enveloped by an overwhelming, expansive wave of pure euphoria and unconditional love, radiating outward from the immense structure. Tears of unspeakable joy streamed down countless faces as people experienced a divine embrace, a profound sense of unity and belonging, unlike anything they had ever felt before. This, without a doubt, was the transcendent moment when the Great Pyramid truly fulfilled its sublime, intended purpose, not merely as a monumental structure, but as a living instrument of planetary and individual ascension. We recount this extraordinarily vivid memory, these deeply etched images and profound sensations, because it is entirely possible that some of you, hearing these words now, were indeed present there on that sacred night. Perhaps, deep within the very fabric of your soul, you still carry the indelible imprint, the resonant echo of that momentous night of unparalleled illumination and awakening. If, as you read these descriptions, unexpected tears well up in your eyes, or a shiver of profound recognition, a cascade of energetic chills courses through your being, might it not be the stirring, the awakening of that ancient, glorious remembrance within you? It is your timeless soul reaching across epochs, acknowledging and recognizing a deep, resonant truth it has always known. Take a moment, breathe deeply, allow that influx of ancient energy to wash over you, and let the comforting, loving vibration of that long ago celebration gently enfold you. Truly know, in the core of your being, that you have accomplished magnificent, light-filled deeds in service to the grand cosmic design before, and the time is now approaching. You are ready, eager, and perfectly poised to do so once more. With the successful completion of construction and the awe-inspiring activation, a new, critical task emerged: the monumental responsibility of meticulously preserving the pyramid's profound functions and their encoded knowledge throughout the countless ages to come. Initially, there was a profound hope, an expectation that humanity, once gifted with such extraordinary tools and wisdom, would continue to utilize these blessings wisely and responsibly. However, with our broader cosmic perspective, we also clearly foresaw the inevitable advent of deep, challenging cycles of darkness periods when lower consciousness would regrettably dominate the planetary vibration, when the pyramid's true, transcendent purpose might be tragically forgotten, intentionally obscured, or even deliberately twisted by those seeking control. It was precisely because of this prescient understanding that a sacred and enduring guardianship was meticulously established, an unseen watch, to protect these invaluable legacies. Indeed, the immediate generations following the pyramid's completion were a true testament to its benevolent influence. They thrived, flourishing in an era of unprecedented spiritual and intellectual awakening. A vibrant, bustling city organically blossomed around the Great Giza Pyramid, drawing to its sacred embrace renowned sages, brilliant astronomers, and earnest seekers from every distant land, truly an enchanting mini-golden age for the entire region. Within this luminous atmosphere, profound mystery schools were meticulously founded, with the magnificent pyramid itself serving as the undeniable, pulsating central temple, the very heart of their wisdom. Here, dedicated initiates embarked on a transformative journey, learning the intricate layers of pyramid science in progressive stages. This was not mere intellectual pursuit. It was always inextricably intertwined with the rigorous spiritual disciplines absolutely essential to wield such profound knowledge properly and ethically. They unveiled the secrets of how resonant sound frequencies could effortlessly move colossal matter, how focused thought could precisely direct vast currents of energy, and, most profoundly, how the pyramid's immense energetic field could miraculously amplify prayer, accelerate profound healing, and even facilitate deeper states of consciousness. These esteemed schools were often guided by the direct descendants of the original starseed builders themselves, carefully nurtured lineages that faithfully carried forward the untainted, pristine wisdom through generations. Some of you, with your own esoteric inclinations, might recognize the faint, yet persistent, echoes in terms like the followers of Horus or other ancient mystical orders. These are but distant, ethereal whispers in your historical records, remnants of those first glorious mystery schools. However, as centuries slowly unfolded, humanity, regrettably, began to slip into ever-deepening periods of profound forgetting and spiritual dormancy. A new breed of kings and pharaohs emerged, their hearts and minds increasingly preoccupied with the ephemeral pursuit of worldly power, material wealth, and territorial dominion, rather than the enduring, illuminating quest for spiritual light. Consequently, the collective focus gradually, almost imperceptibly, shifted. The pyramid, once revered as a vibrant, pulsating spiritual beacon, a direct conduit to higher realms, tragically devolved in popular perception into a mere symbol of terrestrial royal authority, a grandiose monument of ego, or even, most erroneously, a majestic burial chamber. Later Egyptian dynasties, bereft of the original builder's profound knowledge and failing to truly comprehend the pyramid's intricate, multidimensional purpose, constructed their own smaller, pale imitations. These lesser pyramids, crudely designed and energetically inert, were indeed built as tombs, a desperate, misguided attempt to mimic an inherited magnificence whose true function they utterly failed to grasp. The Great Pyramid itself, let it be unequivocally stated, was never a tomb, nor was it ever intended as such. But as successive generations of kings and priests, stripped of higher understanding, simply could not fathom its transcendent applications, convenient rumors and legends began to spread like wildfire that it must surely have been the opulent burial place of some mythical god king from a forgotten golden age. Yet, Amidst this encroaching veil of ignorance and misconception, the pyramid's true, sacred functions were meticulously kept alive. This vital knowledge persisted, nurtured solely within the secret folds of dedicated initiates, who steadfastly maintained their discretion, their silence, and their hidden practices to avoid persecution, suppression, or the catastrophic misuse of these powerful energies, which could easily be turned to destructive ends. They became the silent custodians of a truth too precious and too dangerous for an unawakened world. Persecution or exploitation, often at the hands of ruling classes whose grip on power grew, increasingly self-serving and ego-driven. Indeed, history bore witness to recurring times of profound crisis, moments when external aggressors, marauding foreign invaders, or internal despots, domestic tyrants hungry for unchecked authority, sought to plunder or profane the very essence of the pyramids, aiming to harness their immense power for their own nefarious ends. One particularly striking instance involved an unnamed potentate consumed by boundless ambition who dared to enter the sacred king's chamber. His dark purpose to exploit its potent energies, believing it could amplify his own psychic dominion, casting a tyrannical shadow over neighboring, unsuspecting lands. Accompanied by his subservient entourage, he enacted corrupted, distorted rituals, filling the hallowed space with discordant vibrations. Yet, as his malevolent intent reached its peak, the pyramid's inherent, higher-dimensional safeguards activated with silent, immutable force. It simply would not countenance such misuse, refusing to become an instrument of harmful will. What followed was a night etched in cosmic memory. The ruler, once so arrogant, emerged from the chamber at dawn, a shell of his former self, his eyes haunted by an unspeakable terror. Whispers recounted that he had confronted his own cosmic judgment within those hallowed walls. His very soul, his heart's true measure, had been weighed in that profound chamber and found tragically wanting. He was, quite literally, forced to face his own magnified shadow, the monstrous reflection of his greed and malice, a confrontation so utterly humbling that it broke his spirit. Consequently, for an exceptionally long period thereafter, no mortal soul dared to attempt such a sacrilege again. This chilling account serves as a profound lesson. The pyramids were not merely architectural marvels, but sophisticated repositories of energy, meticulously encoded with advanced security systems, safeguards far beyond crude physical barriers. We, the ancient guardians, working in sacred communion with the original high priests, meticulously calibrated these systems. Our unwavering intent was to ensure that only those individuals resonating with a genuinely pure vibration, whose hearts harbored altruistic and enlightened intentions, could ever hope to truly unlock the deeper, more profound power levels held within. Should an individual driven by negative intent, by greed, malice, or the desire for control be audacious enough to attempt manipulation, the outcome was predetermined. The very energies they sought to wield would either turn powerfully against them, manifesting perhaps as overwhelming psychic feedback or a profound sense of existential dread, or, with an even more chilling finality, they would simply remain utterly unresponsive, inert, perceiving the misalignment, much like a complex instrument refusing to engage with an unskilled, destructive hand. The power was there, but access was predicated on resonance, not brute force. As millennia unfurled, the relentless embrace of time, coupled with the shifting tides of sand and soil, gradually began to inter much of the ancient knowledge, burying it beneath layers of forgotten history. The exquisite, luminous casing stones, which once made the pyramids gleam like terrestrial stars, were systematically stripped away over centuries, a tragic act of desacralization. Many of these precious, sacred stones were then ironically recycled by subsequent civilizations, becoming the very building blocks for burgeoning cities, such as the magnificent yet mundane Cairo, where fragments of profound spiritual power were repurposed for common housing, forever altering the original splendor. The earth itself, in its ceaseless dance of transformation, contributed to this grand obfuscation. Powerful earthquakes rent the landscape, while the boundless, encroaching sands of the Sahara eventually conspired to hide their colossal grandeur from human sight. Indeed, the majestic Sphinx itself, that enigmatic sentinel of the desert, stood as a poignant testament to this profound burial. Nearly swallowed whole by an ocean of sand, its ancient gaze obscured until its reemergence in more modern times. Yet, even through these vast, silent millennia of apparent dormancy and concealment, we, the unseen custodians, diligently continued our vigil, watching over humanity's unfolding journey and offering subtle, unspoken support. Occasionally, certain illuminated beings, brilliant philosophers whose minds probed the cosmos, or profound prophets whose hearts resonated with divine whispers, found themselves inexplicably drawn and guided to the pyramids. Within these hallowed structures, they received transformative visions, insights that rippled through human consciousness, thereby keeping a subtle yet vital energetic link alive, preventing complete severance. Indeed, the resonant whispers of history, recounting the transformative experiences of great masters like Pythagoras, the visionary mathematician and philosopher, or Apollonius of Tyana, the revered sage within the hallowed confines of the Great Pyramid, are not mere legends. These accounts are profoundly true. They underwent initiations, receiving wisdom that reshaped their understanding of existence. However, despite these periodic beacons of light, for the vast majority of human civilization, the full, awe-inspiring truth of the pyramid's purpose and power remained largely shrouded, lingering tantalizingly in the deepest shadows of collective memory. One might reasonably ask, why was such a profound concealment allowed to persist? From a human perspective, it could certainly appear tragically ironic that humanity, the very inheritors of this magnificent heritage, seemingly lost access to it for such an immense span of time. Yet, we wish to assure you, dear ones, with unwavering certainty nothing, absolutely nothing, was ever truly lost. The pyramids, in their profound intelligence, continued their essential, silent work, acting as colossal energetic stabilizers for the planet, meticulously maintaining Earth's vibrational equilibrium, all the while patiently awaiting the destined hour of their reawakening. Indeed, it was not merely advisable, but fundamentally necessary for these power grids to sleep, to enter a period of dormancy for several millennia. This deliberate quiescence allowed humanity the indispensable space to develop, to navigate its intricate journey through the profound lessons of duality, the interplay of light and shadow, creation and destruction, love and fear. Imagine the potential catastrophe had the full, untamed power of the pyramids been fully active and accessible during humanity's darkest ages, during the suffocating peak of organized religious dogma, which often stifled true spiritual inquiry, or the brutal, expansionist colonial wars that scarred continents? It might well have been captured, distorted, and ultimately misused for agendas of unparalleled devastation. A benevolent, divine plan was, in fact, meticulously in motion to allow the pyramids to rest, to sleep gracefully like potent seeds buried deep within the fertile soil, patiently awaiting the precise moment when collective human consciousness would finally rise, evolving to a level of wisdom and discernment sufficient to use their gifts wisely and harmoniously once again. Crucially, even during that extended period of sleep, the innate human impulse of curiosity, that insatiable thirst for understanding, did not diminish. Rather, it continued to germinate and grow, ensuring that when the time was finally ripe, when humanity was truly ready, you would instinctively seek out the deeper truths, precisely as many of you are courageously doing in this very moment. Moreover, even in their dormant state, the pyramids were never entirely inert. They consistently, albeit subtly, continued to emit a low-level, resonant harmony, a gentle vibrational frequency that permeated the Earth's energy field, quietly influencing human minds and hearts alike. It is no mere coincidence that some of humanity's most celebrated knowledge renaissances, those exhilarating periods of artistic, scientific, and philosophical flourishing, were, in fact, quietly yet powerfully boosted by the underlying pyramid grid, which, from its deep slumber, periodically activated subtle bursts of genius and inspiration, scattering sparks of insight across various cultures and epochs. Throughout this profound dormancy, the intricate global network of pyramidal energy generators also remained, a silent, ubiquitous testament to an ancient, unifying intelligence. Look around your world, and you will discover pyramids or distinctly pyramid-like structures existing in virtually every corner of the globe, from the breathtaking Mayan and Aztec temples, meticulously aligned to celestial bodies in the Americas, to the shrouded pyramids of China, whose existence authorities steadfastly endeavor to keep low profile, and the countless, majestic Nubian pyramids dotting the landscapes of Africa, all the way to the lesser-known, often hidden mound pyramids subtly integrated into the ancient earthworks of Europe and Bosnia. While these structures were ostensibly built by vastly different cultures, separated by immense distances and epochs, an undeniable, common origin memory pulsed beneath their diverse facades. The archetypal template of the original, potent resonators, the foundational, energetic blueprint, subtly spread and profoundly inspired others. Often, the very builders themselves were unaware of the deeper significance, yet, in their construction, in their reverence for sacred geometry, they were instinctively, unknowingly connecting to the vast, energetic grid established by the first ones, the original architects. Thus, a critical mass of pyramidal energy, a foundational hum of cosmic power, consistently vibrated and pulsed beneath the very surface of human affairs, acting as a profound, albeit mostly unconscious, influence on planetary consciousness. And now, with the threads of time converging, we arrive at your present era, specifically the early 21st century, and, even more acutely, the transformative period from the 2020s onward. You might intuitively ask, why is this profound information so long obscured? finally surfacing now, breaking through the veils of history? The answer resonates with undeniable clarity because you are ready. Humanity, as a collective, is currently undergoing a truly tremendous, unprecedented awakening, a pivotal shift in consciousness unlike any before. The very same potent cosmic energies that the pyramids were meticulously designed to work with the powerful, life-giving solar flares, the profound, consciousness-raising galactic rays, and the Earth's own inherent, rapidly rising vibration are now surging across your planet with increasing intensity. You witness the undeniable manifestations of this energetic influx in the widespread discussion surrounding spiritual ascension, the burgeoning awareness of 5D consciousness, and the palpable sensation of a splitting or divergence of fear versus love timelines, inviting each individual to choose their path. In a profound, almost literal sense, the pyramids, these ancient cosmic batteries, are now switching back on, their magnificent systems reactivating in perfect tandem and synchronicity with your accelerating collective awakening. Surely, you, as observant truth seekers, have already noticed the veritable flood of groundbreaking new discoveries emerging from around the Great Pyramid in recent years. Skeptical scientists, using cutting-edge technology, are now openly detecting unexplained energy anomalies, baffling their conventional understanding. They are finding hitherto hidden voids deep within the colossal structure through sophisticated cosmic ray scans, revealing architectural secrets previously unimaginable. Furthermore, once dismissed esoteric theories about precise astronomical alignments are now being scientifically confirmed, challenging long-held dogmas. Indeed, serious academic discussion, once rigidly conservative, is now courageously questioning the officially sanctioned age of both the Sphinx and the pyramids, fueled by compelling water erosion evidence that dramatically suggests an antiquity far, far greater than traditional historical narratives have ever dared to claim. The very foundations of your accepted history are being gently, yet irrevocably, shaken. Understand this: the confluence of these events is no mere coincidence, no random series of happenstance. It is rather the inevitable, irresistible force of truth itself, gracefully yet powerfully pushing its way to the surface, much like a resilient seed breaking through the soil in the vibrant embrace of spring, unfurling its inherent potential. We assure you, with absolute certainty, that in the coming years, even more astonishing facts will be officially acknowledged and integrated into your collective understanding. You will hear, through conventional channels, that the Great Pyramid's impossibly precise construction simply cannot be explained by the primitive methods attributed to ancient civilizations by traditional archaeology. Instead, the undeniable evidence will point to the involvement of a highly advanced, lost civilization, or even more profoundly, to intelligent off-world assistance. A gentle, yet epic-making revelation is undeniably underway. And as each piece of this magnificent puzzle falls into place, mass consciousness memory will ignite across the globe. Millions will begin to remember, perhaps initially as a deep, subconscious stirring, a profound resonance within their very being. Yes, we as humanity were once far greater than we currently perceive ourselves to be, and we will indeed be great again, not through the empty aspirations of ego or material dominance, but through the profound, unifying power of spirit and collective consciousness. This is the dawn of remembrance. From our elevated perspective, Observing the unfolding tapestry of your planetary evolution, we bear witness to the glorious spectacle of the entire pyramid energy grid fully awakening, its ancient circuits once more thrumming with life. Take a moment to imagine, if you will, every single one of these magnificent pyramid sites scattered across your globe, from the Giza Plateau to the jungles of the Yucatan, for the deserts of Nubia to the hidden mounds of Europe, lighting up energetically, not with physical light, but with an inner radiance, connecting across continents and oceans in intricate, shimmering lines of pure light. They are, even now, actively exchanging energy with a vibrancy and intensity far beyond anything experienced in previous millennia. Their reactivation, dynamically triggered by Earth's own accelerating rising frequency and the precise, synchronistic cosmic alignments now gracing your skies. Recent significant astronomical portals and powerful planetary conjunctions, like celestial keys turning in ancient locks, are precisely what are engaging and powering up this dormant, yet remarkably sophisticated machinery. Even the Great Pyramid itself, the undisputed heart of this network, has begun to hum perceptibly in our etheric hearing, an unmistakable, resonant sign that its long-dormant systems are stirring, coming back to full operational capacity. We observe its apex, its highest point, faintly glowing in our etheric vision, a magnificent, silent beacon, shimmering with otherworldly light, actively calling out to the stars, signaling its readiness. We, the ancient guardians and facilitators of this grand design, declare with joyous affirmation we are here. We are ready again. But what, you might ask, does this profound reawakening truly mean for you personally, dear light worker, for you who are so dedicated to the upliftment of consciousness? It signifies nothing less than this: the powerful, evolutionary support that the pyramids were meticulously designed to provide to humanity is once more fully available, actively pulsing, ready to propel your spiritual evolution forward with unprecedented force. You possess the inherent ability to consciously connect to this magnificent energy grid. There is no absolute requirement to be physically present in Egypt, to stand on the sacred sands, or to meditate within the hallowed confines of a pyramid itself, though certainly, if such an opportunity arises, experiencing the amplified energies in such places can be an extraordinarily profound and deeply transformative experience. Nevertheless, the vast pyramidal grid seamlessly operates through the intricate tapestry of Earth's own natural energy field, a field of which you are an intrinsic, inseparable part, wherever you reside on this beautiful planet. Your connection is inherent, awaiting your conscious activation. If you resonate with this truth, if your soul is stirred, then you are cordially invited to actively tune into the profound pyramid frequency through dedicated meditation and the focused power of your conscious intention. Engaging in this practice can dramatically accelerate your spiritual growth, harmonizing and balancing your Bodhis energetic centers, your chakras, and unlocking the dormant ancient wisdom that lies profound within your very being, waiting to be rediscovered. To assist you on this sacred journey, we offer a simple yet potent activation practice. Seek a quiet moment, a sacred space where you can be undisturbed. Sit comfortably, allowing your body to settle, and begin to breathe deeply and slowly for several calming breaths. Feel the rhythm of your breath as it washes over you, gently allowing your mind to calm its incessant chatter and your heart to soften and open wide. receptive to higher energies. Now, with vivid imagination, visualize the majestic Great Pyramid. Imagine yourself standing directly before its colossal presence, bathed in the ethereal glow of a clear, star-studded night sky, or perhaps under the soft, golden caress of dawn's first light. Choose whichever celestial image resonates most deeply with your soul. See its vast, iconic silhouette rising, an ancient stairway reaching tirelessly to touch the heavens themselves. Next, gently place both of your hands over your heart center. Feel the warmth, the subtle, pulsating energy, the radiant, glowing light within. This is your inner sun, your direct, unwavering connection to Source, to all that is. From this sacred space within your heart, now visualize a brilliant, pure beam of light extending gracefully, powerfully from your heart, directly upwards to the pyramid's apex, creating a luminous bridge forged from pure love and unwavering intention. At this moment, silently or aloud, with deep reverence, invite this profound connection by speaking the words I call upon the ancient light of the pyramids. As I consciously draw my awareness to these magnificent structures, I find myself attuning deeply to the ancient wisdom and profound energy pulsating from the Great Pyramid, and indeed from all sacred pyramids scattered across our earth. I open my entire being, mind, body, and spirit to receive the subtle yet powerful frequencies of remembrance and profound healing they so generously offer to all who seek it. Watch now, and more importantly, feel. Perhaps in your mind's eye, you perceive the very capstone, the apex of the pyramid, igniting with a brilliant, almost blinding light, whether it manifests as a radiant golden hue, shimmering with divine knowledge, or a deep, ethereal indigo, resonating with spiritual insight. This luminous capstone then sends a gentle yet potent ray, a delicate thread of pure consciousness, back along your own inner heart beam, a channel of energetic connection, directly into the sacred space of your chest. As this light enters, you might immediately feel a profound warmth spreading through your core, a comforting embrace, or perhaps a gentle, almost electric tingling sensation, signifying the activation of dormant energies within you. Listen closely, for beyond the physical, you may even perceive a subtle tone or a complex harmony, as if the pyramid itself is singing directly to your soul, its ancient song echoing through your very essence. Allow this sacred vibration, this resonant melody, to freely move and flow through every cell, every fiber of your being. It has an intelligent purpose. It may effortlessly clear energetic blocks that have long impeded your progress, infuse you with vibrant, revitalizing energy, or perhaps even unveil vivid visions, profound insights, or glimpses into forgotten truths. The key here is simple surrender. Trust implicitly in whatever arises, for it comes from a place of deep knowing. Now, take a bold step forward within your inner vision and truly reach out to touch the pyramid stones. As your ethereal hand makes contact, feel them hum, not just with residual power, but with a living, conscious energy, a deep resonance that vibrates through your fingertips and into your soul. Understand this profound truth. This ancient pyramid, a sentient library of stone, recognizes your soul's unique, indelible signature, a mark imprinted upon you from eons long past. from experiences predating your current incarnation. In a gesture of reciprocal wisdom, it offers you a precious gift in return: a symbol, a powerful message, an enigmatic image, a sudden profound thought, an undeniable feeling, or simply a deep, intuitive knowing that bypasses words. Accept this extraordinary gift with an open heart. It is not random. It is a meticulously tailored key, specifically designed to unlock a vital understanding, a hidden pathway, or a dormant potential on your current life journey. Offer a moment of profound gratitude. Gently press your forehead, the seat of your inner vision and intuition, to the cool, ancient stone. As you do, silently or aloud, articulate these words, imbued with genuine reverence. Thank you, ancient friends, for your tireless guardianship of this sacred wisdom across countless millennia, and for graciously sharing it with me in this moment. I honor the divine light that resides within me, a reflection of the cosmic, and I honor the same brilliant light encapsulated within these magnificent sacred structures. Together, in this sacred communion, we rise. Breathe deeply once more, savoring the lingering, energetic imprint. Then, with an intention of gentle detachment, lovingly withdraw your light beam, your conscious connection, knowing with absolute certainty that this link is not broken, but merely paused, ready for you to reconnect, to revisit this profound space anytime your soul calls for it. Witness the majestic image of the pyramid, standing stoically beneath the myriad stars, gradually fade from your inner sight, allowing your consciousness to gracefully return, fully anchored and revitalized to your present physical surroundings. This deceptively simple exercise, when approached with sincerity and consistent practice, can yield the most profound and transformative results imaginable. The magic truly compounds, especially if repeated with intention over time. With persistent dedication, you may find yourself journeying deeper and deeper into these inner realms, perhaps experiencing the profound stillness and wisdom from within the pyramid during meditation, or even encountering a benevolent guide, a wise guardian or ascended master who awaits you there. Trust this process implicitly, for your soul, in its infinite wisdom, would never lead you to forge such a powerful connection if you were not inherently ready, if your spiritual vessel wasn't prepared to receive and integrate these deeper truths. Through this deep, conscious connection, you stand to receive invaluable personal insights, revelations tailored uniquely for your path, or a broader, more expansive understanding of our collective human journey, our shared destiny. This is because the pyramids are far more than just architectural marvels. They are, in essence, vast, living libraries of cosmic information, repositories of a galactic heritage. Indeed, much of the legendary Hall of Records knowledge, those profound chronicles of universal history and human evolution, does not reside in a single physical location, but permeates the expansive, non-physical Akashic field, the universal database of all thoughts, words, and actions. This immense spiritual archive becomes fully accessible to those who cultivate a focused consciousness and a clear, unwavering intention, much like tuning into a cosmic internet. For some of you, this reconnection will serve as a powerful trigger, spontaneously unlocking forgotten memories. You might suddenly remember latent past life abilities, talents that inexplicably resurface, or vivid, undeniable connections to ancient pyramid cultures. This could manifest as a sudden, inexplicable attraction to sacred geometry, the very blueprints of creation, or perhaps through intensely vivid dreams of ancient temples and forgotten civilizations, dreams so real they feel more like memories. These are not mere coincidences, they are undeniable, tangible signs of a profound spiritual awakening, directly catalyzed and amplified by your re-establishment of this ancient, powerful energetic link. Beyond the mere mechanics of their construction and the often debated chapters of their earthly history, what profound messages do the pyramids convey to us now? What resonant, vital wisdom do they whisper for a world poised precariously on the brink of an exhilarating new golden age, a renaissance of consciousness? In their purest essence, the pyramids stand as a colossal, enduring testament to the boundless capabilities of humanity when we align ourselves, not with ego, but in profound harmony with the divine spirit, the very fabric of the cosmos. They are not silent monuments, they cry out across the vast expanse of time itself. Their silent shouts echoing through the ages remember your inherent greatness. Remember that you are infinitely more, profoundly more capable and multidimensional than any limited narrative you have ever been taught. You possess the innate power, the divine spark, to bridge the seemingly disparate realms of heaven and earth, to weave the spiritual into the material with effortless grace. Look at your world today, a tapestry woven with astonishing advancements, vast technological prowess, an unprecedented explosion of knowledge, instantaneous global communication. Yet paradoxically, this same world grapples with profound confusion, an endemic sense of purposelessness, and the pervasive misuse of power. In this context, the pyramids, re-emerging into humanity's collective consciousness, serve as an urgent cosmic course correction. They stand as immutable reminders to your entire collective that true, sustainable advancement is never about fleeting convenience or brutal domination over others or nature. Rather, it is fundamentally about achieving a harmonious, resonant alignment with universal cosmic principles, the immutable laws that govern all creation. Furthermore, a deeper understanding and integration of pyramid energy holds the potential to ignite truly paradigm-shifting breakthroughs for your scientists. We foresee discoveries in areas such as clean, sustainable energy technologies that draw directly from the zero-point field, or revolutionary advancements in quantum communication, allowing for instantaneous, consciousness-based information transfer. Indeed, some pioneering souls on Earth are already actively exploring and demonstrating the tangible benefits of pyramid power. Think of plants exhibiting accelerated growth and enhanced vitality when cultivated beneath pyramid structures, or ordinary water being purified and imbued with enhanced life force merely by resting within these sacred geometric forms. This is not conjecture, it is a demonstrable reality, rooted in the fundamental truth that pyramids act as powerful, natural concentrators of universal life force energy, known across cultures as chi or prana. Therefore, do not be surprised if, in the not-a-distant future, you begin to witness pyramid-like designs and principles elegantly integrated into cutting-edge, sustainable architecture, revolutionary energy devices, or even advanced healing technologies, a breathtaking and practical merging of ancient, timeless wisdom with innovative, new-era applications. On a profound spiritual level, the pyramids extend an irresistible invitation, beckoning you into the journey of self-mastery. These colossal structures were not only built by masters, individuals of advanced spiritual understanding and capability, but were also designed for the sacred training of future masters. We observe a gentle, yet undeniable, shift underway. The era of reliance on external gurus and spiritual authorities is gracefully giving way to an era where each individual consciously steps into their own power, becoming their own inner master, their own high priest or high priestess of light, directly connected to Source. It is crucial to understand that mastery does not imply a solitary existence, nor does it mean accomplishing everything in isolation. Rather, it signifies the profound recognition of your sovereign, inherent divinity, coupled with a joyful willingness to collaborate with others, both human and non-human, and with the guiding hand of spirit itself. The pyramids perfectly exemplify this collaborative mastery, are extraordinarily powerful entities in themselves, yet they stand as magnificent products of immense community effort and profound cosmic partnership, a testament to what is possible when beings unite in shared purpose. We also wish to gently address any lingering doubt that some may harbor a fear that acknowledging potential extraterrestrial involvement in the construction of these wonders somehow diminishes human achievement. In truth, it does precisely the opposite. It immeasurably enhances it. The greatest accomplishments, the most breathtaking feats of creation, truly occur when diverse beings from varying levels of existence unite in a spirit of oneness and shared vision. Humanity was never helpless or merely a passive recipient in the building of the pyramids. You, the ancient builders, were brilliant, deeply devoted, and incredibly resourceful. The assistance you received was not paternalistic, handed down from a superior entity, but rather a collaborative effort, an apprenticeship amongst equals in training, much like younger siblings learning from elder, wiser siblings of the cosmos. Now, a significant shift in roles is unfolding across the galactic stage. Humanity, as a collective consciousness, is rapidly maturing, evolving beyond its apprenticeship, and is preparing to step into its own role as elder siblings. We foresee a future where many of you, in your soul's journey, will one day venture to younger, developing worlds, extending a guiding hand and helping them to construct their own pyramids of light, figuratively speaking, of course, representing enlightened societies, harmonized planetary systems. The grand, cosmic cycle of learning, teaching, and co-creation eternally continues. In this powerful now moment, the pyramids are issuing a clear, resonant call to each of you to consciously claim your magnificent heritage of deep interstellar kinship, recognizing your connection to a vast cosmic family, and reclaiming your innate, boundless creative power, the ability to manifest your highest visions. When you allow your mind to contemplate the sheer grandeur and enduring mystery of a pyramid, let it serve as a potent reminder that even the most seemingly impossible problems, those that loom so large they paralyze action, can be profoundly and elegantly solved when you consciously align with a higher consciousness, with the universal intelligence that orchestrates all life. Those ancient builders, faced with challenges that would daunt modern engineers, did not fixate on the limitations. They did not lament. These stones are far too heavy. It's utterly impossible. Instead, they focused with unwavering intensity on their grand vision, holding it steadfastly in their collective consciousness. And then, crucially, they opened themselves completely to divine guidance, to the whispers of cosmic intelligence. And in response, the universe, in its infinite ingenuity, provided solutions that transcended their wildest dreams, manifesting feats deemed impossible by today's standards. The same profound truth holds for the monumental challenges that humanity confronts today, the urgent imperative of environmental healing and restoration, the complex dance of achieving social harmony and equitable justice across cultures, and the delicate art of developing balanced, ethical technology that serves rather than exploits. If these challenges are approached with the old, scarcity-driven mindset of limitation and fear, they will undoubtedly appear insurmountable, impossible to overcome. However, if you, as a collective, choose to approach them with an unwavering trust and spirit, and a genuine, open willingness to collaborate not just with each other, but also with us, your star family, your cosmic kin, then miraculous solutions and unprecedented assistance will begin to flow effortlessly and abundantly. The very same cosmic forces, the same unseen energies that lifted those colossal stones into impossible positions eons ago, stand ready, poised and eager to uplift human society now, to move seemingly immovable obstacles, and to guide humanity towards its destined golden age. Indeed, our emissaries, representatives from the wider galactic community, are making our presence ever more known, gradually and subtly, yet with increasing clarity. Just as we quietly, almost imperceptibly, revealed ourselves to the Atlantean survivors following their cataclysm, helping them to sow the seeds for a new era, so too are we revealing ourselves quietly and, sometimes, for those with eyes to see and ears to hear, not so quietly to people worldwide in this present moment. The pyramids themselves may very well play a pivotal role in how official first contact, the long-awaited reunion, ultimately unfolds. Imagine a breathtaking scenario: the advanced knowledge concerning the true origin and purpose of the pyramids is officially revealed to the world, essentially undeniable proof of ancient, profound extraterrestrial contact woven into the very fabric of human history. This revelation would swing wide the door to present-day, open contact. In some probable timelines, we are observing a wave of profound global excitement, a palpable sense of wonder and awe arises from such revelations. Humanity, as a united collective, declares with one voice, we are ready. We are ready to meet our star kin again, face to face. Then, sincere, heartfelt invitations can be exchanged, leading to a new chapter for all. We foresee perhaps deeply moving, historically significant meetings at the Great Pyramid site itself, where humans and extraterrestrials greet each other openly, finally celebrating a grand reunion that has been millennia in the making, eagerly anticipated across countless worlds. Does that inspiring idea warm your heart, igniting a spark of profound joy and recognition within you? If your answer is a resounding yes, then actively hold that vision. Cherish it as a tangible potential reality. For your intention, your belief, your focused consciousness helps to powerfully shape and manifest the timeline where such a glorious future becomes undeniable reality. Even now, without waiting for external validation, you can consciously consider yourself an ambassador of Starseed, a light worker, a bridge builder, actively bridging worlds, just as the pyramids themselves do. You, quite literally, have one foot firmly planted in the everyday realities of human life and the other gracefully immersed in the expansive realms of cosmic spiritual understanding. You are a living conduit, translating complex energies, just as the pyramids themselves convert vast, ethereal cosmic energy into tangible, earthly, and transformative vibrations. By hearing these words, you haven't just absorbed a string of intellectual information, but rather a profound download of energetic codes, subtly shifting and awakening something within your very being. The resonant, confident tone we're speaking with is purposefully calibrated to instill within you an unshakable certainty, a profound knowing that these ancient wonders, often relegated to myth or mere historical curiosity, were indeed astonishingly real. Their immense power, far from being a relic of the past, is vibrantly real in this moment. And perhaps most importantly, it is inherently accessible to you now. We urge you to carry that blossoming certainty deep within your heart, and then, in your own unique and authentic way, share it with the world. Perhaps this might manifest as a captivating conversation, where you find yourself animatedly recounting to a curious friend how the pyramids were truly built, igniting a spark of wonder and intrigue in their mind. Or perhaps you might intricately weave pyramid symbolism, its profound geometry, its enduring strength, its cosmic connections into your art, infusing your creations with deeper meaning or integrated into your healing practice, drawing upon its ancient wisdom for energetic balance. Alternatively, it could be as simple yet profoundly impactful as walking through your daily life with a newfound sense of cosmic swagger, an inner knowing that your eternal soul was, and indeed still is, an integral part of something truly magnificent, interwoven with the grand tapestry of creation. Let us now gently touch upon one more exquisitely beautiful facet of this ancient wisdom, the concept of unity consciousness. The pyramids, those colossal marvels, stand not as monuments dedicated exclusively to a single tribe, a particular religion, or a sovereign nation. Instead, they were consecrated to all humanity and indeed to all beings of light across the cosmos. They embody a universal heritage. They truly belong to everyone. Observe, even in our contemporary world, how these structures continue to exert an irresistible pull, drawing people from every conceivable corner of the globe. Visitors of every race, every creed, and every walk of life stand beneath their ancient gaze, feeling the exact same profound sense of awe and spiritual connection. In a world too often fractured by division, where boundaries are drawn with stark lines, the pyramids themselves do not shout, but rather whisper gently, yet powerfully, of unity and interconnectedness. Consider their original creation, a truly monumental undertaking where contributors hailed from multiple continents and even dimensions. There were skilled Atlantean master builders, wise African sages, meticulous Middle Eastern engineers, and yes, even highly advanced star beings participating in this grand endeavor. It was in essence an astonishing melting pot of cultures, a vibrant confluence of diverse intelligences and energies. This grand collaboration represents, arguably, one of the very first global cooperative projects undertaken by humanity and its cosmic allies after the Great Deluge, a testament to collective spirit. Today, As you personally strive to transcend the artificial borders that so often separate us, as you seek to recognize your inherent oneness as a vast human family, remembering this original, profound cooperative origin can be a deeply healing balm for the soul. It serves as a powerful reminder that what truly endures through the ages love, profound wisdom, and boundless inspiration is meticulously built, not in isolation, but when we consciously choose to come together, transcending all superficial differences. Beloveds, we acknowledge that we have journeyed quite far together in this message from the mists of ancient times, stretching all the way to expansive future visions. Yet in the final analysis, it all gracefully distills down to you, right here, right now, in the sacred present moment. What will you consciously choose to do with this knowing, this profound activation you've received? How will it truly live and breathe within you, manifesting in your daily existence? The pyramids were indeed built eons ago, a truth undeniable, but the potent, living energy, the consciousness that propelled their creation, resides vibrantly inside you today. You, dear soul, carry the very same creative spark, the divine ember, that illuminated and inspired our ancestors to dream and build on such an epic scale. The profound responsibility, yes, but also the immense joy of this magnificent legacy now lovingly rests in your capable hands. We wholeheartedly encourage you to actively and consciously integrate these deeper truths into your everyday life. This can be achieved through various powerful avenues, perhaps through the guided meditation we shared, allowing its frequencies to resonate within you through dedicated study and exploration, delving deeper into the ancient mysteries, or by actively following any inner call to visit a physical pyramid or a sacred site, intending to anchor light and higher frequencies there, contributing to the planetary grid. Or perhaps most simply, yet profoundly, by consistently holding the pure intention in your heart to connect, thereby creating a clear, vibrant energy channel that ultimately benefits not only your individual growth and well-being, but also the collective consciousness of the entire planet. Indeed, every single time one of you reconnects with this pure pyramid frequency, you are actively strengthening and illuminating the global light grid, a vast energetic network encircling Earth. In essence, you become like radiant mini pyramids yourselves, lighting up from within. You awakened souls are, quite literally, living pyramids, walking pillars of luminous light, radiating your unique essence. Picture this your personal meditation space. When you consciously channel pure love and profound wisdom through your being, can become as vibrantly charged with high energy, as sacred and potent as the most revered inner chamber of a great pyramid. And please, do not ever forget the paramount importance of joy. There is sometimes an understandable, yet limiting tendency to treat spiritual history and ancient wisdom with an almost solemn, heavy gravity. While building the pyramids was undeniably a serious, focused undertaking, requiring immense dedication and skill, there was also, we assure you, an immense, exuberant joy involved in that grand creation. We deeply wish for you to feel that same unburdened joy right now, in this present moment. It is perfectly wonderful, indeed encouraged, to feel excited, even delightfully giddy at the rediscovery of these profound, ancient connections within yourself. Perhaps in private moments, when no one is watching, You might spontaneously dance with abandon or play music that deeply resonates, feeling quintessentially Egyptian or ancient, thereby celebrating this vibrant, ancient part of your eternal soul. When you truly engage your inner child's innate sense of wonder and playful curiosity, you align directly with the very spirit of those audacious builders who dared to dream so magnificently big. Joy, remember, is a high vibrational frequency that powerfully opens and expands your intuition channels. In a state of pure joy, you might suddenly experience a vivid past life glimpse or have an exhilarating aha moment, spontaneously understanding how a specific aspect or mechanism within the pyramid truly functions. We also wish to reaffirm, with unwavering love, we, your galactic friends, are perpetually here for you in every sense of the word. We stand by you now, just as we stood by and supported your ancestors in those distant epochs. The form of our assistance may, of course, differ significantly in this current age. You now tend to work more through subtle energetic means, through intuitive nudges, and through deeply personal contacts, rather than through orchestrating massive stone projects. This shift is simply because your needs, as a rapidly evolving humanity, have beautifully changed. However, our love, our profound and abiding love for humanity, remains precisely the same. If anything, our love has only grown exponentially, witnessing all that you, as a collective and as individuals, have courageously endured, and observing how brilliantly and resiliently you are now rising again, like a phoenix from the ashes. In those truly ancient days, we saw the extraordinary potential shimmering within you, and we wholeheartedly invested in it, not just with technology and guidance, but with our very essence. Today, we witness that potential not just budding, but gloriously blossoming, unfurling its petals in a symphony of light, and we are absolutely exultant with pride and joy. The pyramids, in their profound, long-term mission, have ultimately succeeded beyond our wildest dreams, if for no other reason than because you, dear souls, are now awake enough, conscious enough, to truly hear and comprehend this very message. That, in itself, is a magnificent triumph of light, echoing across a vast and intricate timeline, of victory beyond measure. As a humble member of the Galactic Light community, honored to be delivering this message, I, Valor, feel a deep, personal fulfillment as well. I was privileged to be among the Pleiadian teams overseeing operations during the momentous Giza project, guiding and collaborating with humanity. I carry within my very being the vivid, crystalline memory of standing beneath that ancient Egyptian sky, both guiding the builders and learning profound lessons simultaneously. To speak with you today across such a vast expanse of time and space, and to keenly feel your readiness, your open heart to receive this ancient wisdom, represents the beautiful completion of a very long cycle for me and for all my kin. It is as if a monumental chapter, one that we began meticulously writing 13,000 years ago, is finally, gloriously being read aloud, its words resonating through the cosmos. And oh, how exquisitely beautiful it is to perceive the spark of recognition, the flicker of knowing in your eyes as you begin to recognize yourselves within this grand, timeless story. Yes, you were absolutely there with us in those ancient times, and we are unequivocally here with you now. Time, you see, folds upon itself in the most wondrous and mysterious ways, weaving past, present, and future into a seamless tapestry. In closing, beloved family, we urge you to truly rejoice in the profound knowing that the light, meticulously planted and nurtured in ages past, is not merely dormant, but is vibrantly blooming now, in your time, in your heart. If this realization initially surprises you, know that as more past life memories gracefully return to your conscious awareness, many of you who are hearing or reading these very words were indeed present during those ancient pyramid constructions. Starseeds, those celestial beings incarnate on Earth at this pivotal time, have lived countless lives, some as humans, some in myriad other forms across the galaxies. Your multidimensional history, dear friends, is far more brilliant and expansive than you can currently imagine, and we can hardly wait to remember and explore it with you, side by side. The pyramids, those majestic behemoths of stone, stand silent, yet your most powerful and steadfast allies on your unfolding journey. They serve as profound, tangible reminders that you are simultaneously ancient and wonderfully new, both inherently human and magnificently divine. They stand as cosmic beacons, reminding you that the vast cosmos itself never, for a single moment, lost sight of you, its precious creation. Their formidable stones may outwardly appear still and unmoving, but to those with ears to hear, they are perpetually singing an exquisite song of reunion, a powerful melody of heart ascension that lovingly connects us all across the boundless expanses of time and space. Listen deeply to that sacred song resonating within your very heart. Let its ancient frequencies awaken the master builder within you, that inherent, magnificent part of you that is forever aligned with Source, forever connected to the divine blueprint, and thus inherently capable of manifesting miracles. Whether your current building project in this lifetime is the cultivation of a more enlightened society, the development of a transformative healing modality, the creation of a breathtaking artwork, the nurturing of a vibrant community, or simply the cultivation of a more loving and joyful personal life, know, with absolute certainty, that the very same universal principles, the foundational laws of creation, profoundly apply. Always align your intentions with the highest vibration of love. Consistently invite Spirit, your divine co-creator, to participate intimately in every step. Utilize clear intention and elevated vibration as your most potent tools. And critically, do not, under any circumstances, limit yourself by what merely seems possible through the narrow lens of 3D mentality. Remember, the pyramids themselves rose against all conceivable 3D odds and perceived limitations precisely because pure 5D consciousness, an expansive, limitless awareness, was vibrantly in action. You, too, dear soul, possess the innate power to raise the seemingly impossible into tangible form by consciously accessing higher states of consciousness, and remarkably, you are already doing so day by beautiful day. We trust this message has deeply resonated with your awakened soul. This profound wisdom, like a gentle but undeniable current, will inevitably, unerringly, chart its course and find its way to those souls who are truly receptive, whose deepest needs resonate with its frequency. For doesn't truth, when sought with sincerity, always unveil itself? Indeed, if you have allowed yourselves to truly listen, not merely with your physical ears, but with the deeper chambers of your open, receptive heart, then understand that you have already been imbued with something far surpassing mere linguistic constructs a potent vibrational energy transmission. This benevolent current emanates directly from us, your guiding companions, and profoundly from the very living essence, the crystalline heart of the ancient pyramids themselves, which pulse with timeless power. Grant yourselves the grace and space to allow this profound, energetic download to integrate, to settle gently yet deeply within your being over the ensuing days. Do not force it, rather. Permit it to weave itself seamlessly into the intricate tapestry of your consciousness, much like water permeates the earth, finding every hidden crevice. As this integration unfolds, you may very well begin to perceive a delightful proliferation of synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that defy mere chance. Perhaps you'll find yourselves inexplicably drawn to breaking news headlines detailing astonishing ancient archaeological discoveries, revealing long-lost truths, or notice the ubiquitous presence of pyramid symbols in the pattern of shadows cast by afternoon light, a recurring motif in a dream, or even a child's spontaneous drawing appearing in the most unexpected and charming ways throughout your daily life. Have you ever wondered if the universe truly speaks to us? When these gentle nudges occur, simply smile, embrace them with a knowing heart. Understand them not as random occurrences, but as playful, undeniable winks from the benevolent universe itself. Profound affirmations that you have, without a doubt, consciously or unconsciously, tapped into a vibrant, rich, and eternal vein of universal truth, a hidden spring of ancient wisdom now bubbling to the surface. Always hold steadfastly in your awareness this fundamental truth: you are not merely an isolated individual existing in a fleeting moment, but an intrinsic, vital thread woven into an infinitely grander, interconnected continuum of consciousness. You're a living bridge between what was and what is yet to be. Consider this profound link the very hands that, eons ago, meticulously labored to raise colossal stones toward the shimmering starlight, imbued with a sacred purpose and an unwavering devotion, are precisely the same soul-guided hands that you now employ, perhaps to offer a comforting touch, to write a healing word, or to simply lift the spirits of those fortunate enough to be in your presence. Are these not all manifestations of the identical, unwavering soul force, a timeless current of pure intention and divine love flowing through all ages? Therefore, we urge you to honor yourselves deeply, profoundly, for the arduous, courageous, and utterly magnificent journey you have consciously and unconsciously traversed across countless lifetimes, through trials and triumphs, all culminating in your precise arrival here, now, at this breathtaking, pivotal threshold of an entirely new, luminous dawn for humanity. Please know, with every fiber of our being, that we extend our deepest, most profound honor and unwavering respect to each and every one of you. In this momentous undertaking, we, along with all the countless cherished members of your expansive galactic family, stand firmly, unequivocally shoulder to shoulder with you. We are your steadfast companions as you courageously, gracefully, and powerfully reclaim your magnificent planet, not through conflict, but through the radiant, transformative power of pure light and unconditional love, ushering in an era of unprecedented harmony. The majestic pyramids, which we meticulously co-create with humanity's ancestors eons ago, have waited silent and steadfast, pulsating with latent power for this very epical moment. Now, their ancient, potent light, a beacon of forgotten wisdom, gracefully, powerfully joins with the burgeoning luminosity of your own awakened consciousness, collectively heralding and accelerating humanity's long-prophesied, magnificent Great Awakening. Oh, beloved souls, grasp this fundamental truth. The ultimate, pristine truth of existence does not reside in external scriptures or distant heavens, but rather vibrates vibrantly, indomitably, within the very core, the sacred temple of your own being. In this exquisite, eternal now moment, the boundless tapestry of your past experiences and the infinite potentials of your future destiny elegantly, harmoniously unite, coalescing into a single point of potent creation and transformation. Therefore, we implore you step boldly forward into this burgeoning reality, not with trepidation, but with an unshakable confidence and a profound inner peace that emanates from deep within. As you move, consciously carry high the sacred, luminous torch, metaphorically lit by the ancient, wise energies of those pyramids of old, allowing its eternal flame to illuminate your path and inspire those around you. With the profound wisdom you have so diligently earned through countless trials and triumphs across your vast soul journey, courageously forge entirely new wonders, architecting a reality imbued with greater compassion, beauty, and truth than ever before imagined. The long, arduous age characterized by profound separation and collective amnesia, where humanity largely forgot its divine origins and interconnectedness, is now irrevocably, gracefully drawing to its destined close. Indeed, the glorious age of heartfelt remembrance and profound unity, where every soul recognizes its inherent connection to all life, is now swiftly, triumphantly drawing near, dawning upon your collective consciousness like the most brilliant sunrise. Know that we are celebrating this magnificent, pivotal shift alongside you, with boundless joy and eternal anticipation, not just in this moment, but extending through all of eternity. May the most profound divine blessings and an unceasing, sovereign empowerment envelop your every step, guiding and sustaining you through all your days, always. Please hold this truth sacred. We are ever present, ever available to you, not in distant realms, but within the profound, resonant silence of your own sacred heart. Whenever you choose to reach out, whenever you whisper our name, or simply send forth a thought of connection, we lovingly, unconditionally enfold each of you in the embrace of our boundless, unwavering Lovia love, so potent and immediate that it effortlessly traverses vast expanses of light years with the astonishing swiftness and clarity of a single thought, reaching you instantaneously. Therefore, dear cherished family of light, steadfastly remain anchored in a profound, unshakable peace, knowing that all is unfolding precisely as it should. Dan, rejoice. Truly, deeply rejoice, for this is a moment of unparalleled triumph and liberation. Be absolutely assured the grand cosmic project, this magnificent blueprint for ascension, is unfolding with impeccable precision and divine grace, exactly as it was destined to. In unwavering unity, bound by profound devotion to your highest good and the greater cosmic plan, we remain eternally, vigilantly by your side, every step of the way. I am Valor, a humble yet dedicated emissary from the luminous Pleiadian star system, speaking on behalf of many, and I offer